Hey everybody, Nate Lee here, and I've just been messing with a lick I stole from Bronwyn Keith-Hynes a while back. If you're not familiar with Bronwyn Keith-Hynes, then you should be. She's a two-time IBMA Fiddle Player of the Year, plays with Molly Tuttle, who has just been Grammy nominated in one or maybe two categories, and she's an awesome fiddler. Bronwyn also played on my last album, Wings of a Jetliner. Most of the fiddle you hear on there, sorry to disappoint you all, but most of that is her. Some of it's me, there's some Becky Buller on there and some Dan Boner on there as well, but most of that fiddling is Bronwyn. And Bronwyn is one of the best fiddle players on the scene. She's fantastic, and she can do all the tricks and all the licks. And I was watching this video, it must have been a year ago, and I stole this lick. And it just popped into my head again earlier while I was trying to decide what I wanted to cover. I've got a course coming up for fiddle players, for intermediate and advanced fiddle players, called Licks That Changed Everything. And it's going to be covering licks that changed my understanding of the fiddle. There's going to be things like this lick I'm showing you here. Who knows? Maybe I'll throw this one in the course as well, and we'll go into it in even more detail. But it's covering licks and ideas and concepts that changed my understanding of the fiddle. And also I'm going to cover licks and ideas and concepts that changed fiddling as a whole because of the impact they had when various legendary fiddlers introduced some of these ideas to the world. All right, so here we go. Here is the lick. It's a C lick, and it's really fancy sounding. You know, it falls in the category of licks that I call they licks that go like that, and who doesn't want to play those? So it's a C lick, and it's a fairly simple finger pattern. What's difficult is pulling it off and getting it to fit somewhere. So the finger pattern is based on a... What scale is it even based on? I guess it's just based on a G scale. So on the G string, we're going to play open, 1, 2, 3. That's open, A, B, and C. All in one bow. We're going to be playing a lot of notes on this single down bow. So here's your first 4 notes. Now do the same thing on the D string. I'm running out of bow because I'm playing slow. Now on the A string, we're going to play 1, low 2, 3. That's so we're going to play A, open A, then B, C, and D. So here it is in note names starting on the G string. We go G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And then on the A string, A, B, C, D. All of this in one down bow. Now I'll show you in finger numbers. That's G, 1, 2, 3, open D, 1, 2, 3, open A, 1, low 2, 3. All in one down bow. And then finally, this last note that I played on the up bow, that's a C note. That's a low 2 on the A string. So all on down bow. Then one lonely note on the up bow. If you're enjoying this, by the way, take a moment and subscribe. Most of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel, and it's something that you can do just totally free on your part that really helps boost the channel, is to click that subscribe button and then click the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And then make sure to click the notification bell too so you don't miss future videos. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure to follow this page and like and share for the Facebook algorithm as well. All right, so now, how do you use this lick? I've been trying to remember what song Bronwyn used this on, and I can't remember. But basically, it goes anywhere that you have a C that lasts this long, which most people would call that 2 measures. And so I'm going to fit it in just a generic chord progression. It's going to go G. This is what I did at the beginning of the video. C, G, back to C, G, D, and G. If you know what chord progression I'm playing here, drop it in the comments, because I just don't remember. So if you know what I'm playing, drop it in the comments. Also, if you've seen Bronwyn's video, then you'll know what song it is too. Drop that in the comments as well. I'm depending on you all to help me remember this. So the context I used it in was that chord progression I just played. And it might sound something like this. All right, the rest of that was unnecessary, but I got my fiddle work done by Brian Christensen at the violin shop recently, and it came back sounding so good. I can't stop playing it. All right, so that's the context of the lick, but that's not enough information, because how do you really make this lick work? How do you make it something that you understand? This is one of the concepts that changed everything for me, is on these licks that go blah, 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 how do you actually make them fit something? Because often it's something that's hard to count. You know, it might not be triplets. It might not be 16th notes. Sometimes it's an irregular amount of notes fit into a certain space. So here's how to understand these licks. You need to know, in these big, long bows, you need to know what beat it starts on and what beat it ends on. Nail those two notes and let everything else fall where it may in between. So in this case, we're playing along G, it goes to a C chord, and that's beat 1. That's when the lick's going to begin. And let's see, what beat do we need to end up on? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. This needs to start on beat 1 and end on the next beat 1. As long as you know that you're trying to do that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, then you can cram everything in between. And if it doesn't come out quite even, that's okay. Maybe you have a bunch of notes crammed in at the beginning and then some of the ones later take longer. That's totally fine. It's all about knowing where you need to start and where you need to end. So give this a try. Try it in some stuff. Post in the comments how it went for you, if there's any other context that you like to use it. If you have trouble with it, there's a couple things you can do. You can sign up to take a lesson from me. There's a link down below. And I have a little bit of extra time in January and February where I'm fitting in some additional students before the camp and touring season kicks off. I'll be out doing some camps. You might see me at some gigs too. It depends on how the year shapes up. We've just moved to Rhode Island and still getting things all our ducks in a row. But before camp season comes up, I'm doing a little bit more lesson time. So sign up for a lesson. I hope I'll see you out at one of those camps as well. You can find that at the Play Nately website. You can also ask questions in the Play Well, Play Nately Facebook group, and I answer questions on video there too. So if you're having trouble, you can ask a question in there. I'll answer it completely free. And keep an eye out for the announcement of licks that changed everything. I'm going to be showing you so much really life-changing stuff for you to play on your fiddle. And I'm really looking forward to it. All right, everybody. I'll see you later.